Hey y'all, what's up, everybody? I want to make sure I see the chat in both areas. I'm going live here and on TikTok, so I want to make sure I see the chat everywhere. Oh shoot! Why every time I miss this mic? I want to make sure I see the chat in both areas, and I'm just gonna give some time for people to come in. What's up? What's up? Hey, Chase a bag. I'm excited to be going live. Like, I feel like going live is just so much more personal. Y'all get to know my personality even more. And y'all just get more information from me because when I do quick videos like on TikTok, on Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, I'm not able to share as much as I want to. So I'm super excited to have this live. Okay, so I have titled this Testosterone Tuesdays. So this is going to be a series. So we're starting with today with the low testosterone signs, and then we'll move on as the Tuesdays go by. So each Tuesday it'll be a build upon when it comes to testosterone and how you can check out for signs that you have low testosterone. Understand how testosterone works. That's what we'll talk about next week, and how it's created in your body. So that'll be fun because most of the time we hear the buzzword testosterone, but we don't know what it is. And we don't know how it's created. And it's important to know those things, right? So then we'll talk about herbs and how to boost it naturally because your testosterone doesn't have to decline. It just does because you're not taking care of yourself. Now, typically just normally your testosterone will decline with age. It's just how your body works. As I talked about in the live, in my last live on Saturday, like y'all, it's like as soon as we're born, then the 20s come, and then that's like where we're at our peak, where our body just kind of like running on youth, and then y'all, it's just we go downhill. So the fact that skin starts to decline in your 20s is insane. Testosterone starts to decline in your 30s. Isn't that crazy? Like, we're still young. I'm in my 30s. Like, I'm still like a young whippersnapper. So it's like, yeah, testosterone starts to decline in your 30s, and then your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, things just start to decline. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of your body and implementing things that are boosting your body and keeping you balanced. Basically, what happens as you age, you just have to do more to keep yourself level. Like, think of a scale, right? One of those scales where there's like it's called like a fulcrum, like in the middle, and then there's like two things on the side, and like if you put like this glass on one end and then like this teapot with my blood flow tea that boosts testosterone on the other end, this will be heavier, right? And then it'll just like go down. So if you're putting real bad food or no sleep or like no exercise on this end, your health will suffer. So you have to balance. You have to keep it all balanced so that you stay healthy. So are y'all ready to dive into signs that you have low testosterone? Okay, so you've already seen that testosterone is low. It becomes low. You've already heard that your testosterone starts to decline in your 30s. Okay, it could start to decline in your 20s. You could have a peak in your teenage years, which is crazy, right? It's insane. So that's why there are herbs, there are rituals, there are foods that support your body so that you stay healthy. People have been doing this. Sorry, y'all, I'm looking at my notes. People have been knowing these things for years. We've just kind of lost the plot when it comes to being healthy. We're not quite understanding that health is the base for everything, including your male health. So yeah, you have to keep it healthy. So here we go. Okay, I just want to make sure I have my notes handy. But let's start with the first. Okay, first sign. You're waking up in the morning without the morning wood. Now, if you didn't know, testosterone is at its peak in the morning because during the nighttime, you're having this cycle called nocturnal tumescence. And it's like your testosterone is peaking, and then it's, going back to like regular, and then it's peaking again, and you're just making testosterone while you sleep. It's very cool. You do lots of things while you sleep. That's why it's extremely important to incorporate things that are boosting your testosterone. And it's important to incorporate important to incorporate sleep. Okay. And keeping it a priority. Okay. I'm going to pour me some tea, because blood flow tea is not just for you guys. Circulation is important for women, and circulation is important for orgasms in women as well. Anyways, you want to make sure that you are paying attention to your morning wood. If you're not experiencing morning wood, or if you're not experiencing a very easy erection in the morning time, you want to take that into account. You want to be like, okay, Monday was kind of okay. Tuesday, I don't know. And if you're constantly noticing that it's not happening, that could be a sign that your testosterone is low. So can high blood pressure meds make you lose it or give you lymph noodle? Yes. Because high blood pressure pills are blocking certain natural actions that are creating the erections, that are creating that blood flow. So over time, you could notice less and less of your capabilities of those erections to be formed easily, because medication is good for emergencies, and it's good for balance. I do believe that you have a time and place for allopathic remedies, which is the pharmaceutical side. But when it comes to maintaining a healthy lifestyle, like on a day-to-day basis, you want to go the natural route. And your doctor, anybody would recommend this. You want to keep your weight at a healthy weight. And you want to incorporate those healthy foods, hydration, exercise, all that good stuff, so that you are supporting your circulation. Because high blood pressure equals low circulation, because basically your vessels are like trying to pump and pump and pump. So the pressure of it all is making it hard, right? And so then you're experiencing these circulation issues, because your body is working hard to get that blood through your arteries so that you can function, because the blood has oxygen, and the oxygen is what's giving you life, So you want to make sure that you are incorporating a healthy lifestyle if you are on high blood pressure medicine. When it comes to herbs, because I got this question on my broadcast channel on Instagram. If you guys aren't on Instagram, go to Instagram, because I have a broadcast channel there, and I have subscribers there and stuff like that. But anyways, I got this question on my broadcast channel about taking high blood pressure medication, and if it would affect, or could you take herbs at the same time? And it could affect, what could happen is that the herbs could affect the high blood pressure medication. So if you need that's prescribed by your doctor, and then the herbs are like going against the medication, it could cause you problems. So you wouldn't want that. If you are on some type of medication like that, of course, ask your doctor about herbs. But I would recommend a more not as a strong, like a potent herb to start with, because it could really affect the high blood pressure medicine. It could have pumped your heart a little too hard. You're just not ready for it. You don't have a big enough canal, if that makes sense. Okay, so I would recommend things like Ceylon cinnamon. Cinnamon is more mild, or turmeric. There we go, turmeric. But for you to take like the turmeric and the cinnamon in the morning, and like the high blood pressure at night, however you do it, like make sure it's not the same time, all the good stuff. But I must say, make sure that you are talking to your doctor if you are on any type of medication when it comes to herbs. Even when you're changing your diet, like even food could be too much. Like if you were to switch and start, I don't know, eating like red peppers or something, and like, okay, yes, I'm gonna use, because that's good for circulation. But if like you're eating too many or something like that, or you weren't eating them before, make sure that you're paying attention to that, and understand that herbs are powerful. Food is powerful. it's not weak. You want to make sure that you're balancing that. Okay, just to preface that. But anyways, yes. So back to our signs of low testosterone. Morning wood is key. Okay. We talk a lot about morning intimate activity, like in songs or like just in normal talk, and it's because it's easy, right? And it should be easy. It should be the easiest. It should be kind of a little more not not as easy at night because you're tired and your testosterone just isn't there. Not like how it is in the morning. So make sure that you're paying attention to the want to do it in the morning and the capability of doing it, and that you are seeing that erection present and alive. Okay. First thing, morning wood. Sign number 2. You are starting to gain fat over muscle. This could be a lifestyle thing. Typically it's always a lifestyle thing. Okay. But this could be just like I'm eating too much fat, I'm eating too much sugar, I'm not exercising, I'm not moving, so I'm gaining weight. Okay, right? That just happens to anybody, no matter the age, no matter the hormonal level, right? But if you've gained that weight a little too easily, it could be a sign that your testosterone is low, or the fact that you have gained a lot of weight can create low testosterone, because then your hormones are out of balance, they're out of whack. And your hormone, testosterone, is a big part of male health. You can't take that away. Just like estrogen is a huge part of female health. It is part of many things that make you male, like hair growth, like muscle growth. The thing that makes you roar inside is testosterone. The thing that makes you go for anything in life is testosterone. So if you're gaining weight, that could cause that issue. Or if you're just gaining weight a little too easy, it's like, oh no, I think I might be having some issues with this. Look out for that, the weight gain. And that stubborn belly fat, if you have excessive belly fat, that could cause low testosterone, or it could be a sign of it. If you've noticed, there are certain areas in women where we have pockets of fat. Okay, so like right in our lower belly, we have a pocket of fat. We have fat in different deposits. So if you are gaining, like, or in the chest area, if you are gaining fat in areas that women tend to have, you could have low testosterone and high estrogen. Okay, so make sure that you're paying attention to how your body will tell you. Your body always tells you. The body is like the most amazing machine, and it communicates with you. We just ignore it, and we just don't know it. It's important to know your body so that you can know what you're dealing with, and you can have more control over your health. We've gotten to a point where we just kind of depend on, if something goes incredibly wrong, then I'll go to the doctor, right? No, I don't ship to the UK. I used to ship to the UK, but it was too cumbersome. It was like way too much going on. But you can, if you know somebody here in the United States, or you can use some type of shipping company. People use it that live in the UK, they live outside of the US. They use it for our herbs. So yeah. Anyways, so oh dang, I lost my train of thought. But I think I was talking about, if you're gaining weight, if you're gaining the fat, make sure that you are. Oh, I was talking about how our body communicates with us. Okay, yes. So our body communicates with us, and when we know our bodies, and we're able to take control of our health and our life, like our quality of life. This is what I'm saying, we've gotten kind of used to the fact that when we have an emergency, we go get the emergency fixed. But you want to jump ahead of that, because when the emergency comes, it's a little too late. Okay, so it can be fixed, of course, but you don't have to get it to that point. If you knew more about your body, then it wouldn't have to get to that point. All right. So, anyways, how do I get a man in denial to do better? I don't know. I think, you know what? I've had this question before. I seen someone answer this. Okay. So I think a woman asked this in one of my comments on Instagram actually, and a man answered. It was very good. She was like, "How do I get him to like drink the smoothie, or how do I get to him to drink the blood flow tea, or how do I get him to add the herbs, to his stuff without being disrespectful?" And he said, "Do it together. Don't make it about this is the issue and I want you to fix this and you don't see it. Do it more like, hey, you want a smoothie? Let's make a smoothie today, or something like that. Very, very easy, very non-pushy. And if he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to. You do it. And then that'll help him be like, oh, okay, well, maybe I taste a little bit, whatever. So do it like that, and that might help. Okay, so our first point was you're waking up without morning wood. Okay. Second sign of low testosterone is that you're gaining fat, not muscle. And that is just, it's coming, and you're not, it wasn't as typically as easy for it to come. Okay. Sign 3. Okay. You are feeling very lazy. You're feeling like you have a no push. You feel like you don't really want to have that intimate relationship. You're feeling like, I don't know. I just don't want to do anything with my life. Like, I'm not feeling motivated like I once was. If you've noticed, I've noticed this at one, because I like to be in different spaces to get different perspectives. But if you've noticed, people, I don't know, men can tend to kind of decline in their like, roar, let's change the world, let's go, I don't know, I'm gonna say go to war, but let's go to battle in life. Okay. It seems to peak in your teenage years, in a man's teenage years, even in the 20s. But then, as you start to settle down, it becomes more domestic. You're more focused on the home, which is a great thing. It's nothing wrong with it. But if you can see, it's a sign that your testosterone is kind of declining, because the testosterone is aligned within you. It's important to keep that testosterone at a good balance, and then use that testosterone in the world of today. So men are not warriors for their entire lives, like y'all used to be, right? But you can be warriors in different spaces. So like, I don't know, when it comes to building your home and building your family, or whatever job that you desire, or whatever passion you have. It doesn't have to be so like manly. It could be whatever thing that makes you feel good that you want to do, and just like going for that. And you can kind of see that, even if you don't see it within yourself, you can maybe see it with your friends, or you can see it with your dad or your granddad. At a certain point, the get up and go kind of dwindle it, down over the years. And that is a sign that your testosterone is low. It's not that you're lazy. I think men can beat themselves up, especially mentally and emotionally. It's a hormonal imbalance. Women aren't the only ones that deal with hormones. Now, we do have a lot of hormones going on, right? And we fluctuate a lot due to our menstrual cycle. So there's a difference. But it's not that you guys just don't possess it. You guys are way more alike than we, body-wise, even in some ways mentally, of course, and emotionally, than we like to realize, or that you might even like to realize. So make sure that you understand that your hormones are important. Your hormones do need to be balanced. Your cortisol levels don't need to be too high, because that will lower testosterone. So if you are constantly stressed out, if you cannot seem to get any energy, all of those signs are signs that your testosterone is low, your adrenals are fatigued, your cortisol is high, your parasympathetic nervous system is just not doing its job. That's the side of your nervous system that digests food, that gets aroused, that sleeps, that relaxes. That's that side. And your sympathetic side is the one that fights, that runs, that has all of these things where we're trying to get away from danger. Okay, that's that side. So you want to activate your parasympathetic nervous system the most, because it's what has most of your bodily functions that you need to thrive and stay balanced. Okay, this is to get you out of drama or danger. This parasympathetic nervous system is to keep you balanced and healthy and enjoying pleasure for a lifetime. Okay, so let's go over those three signs that your testosterone could be low. You're waking up without morning wood. You just don't want to do it in the morning. Okay, and it's not easy and it's not strong as it used to be. Okay, you're gaining fat and losing muscle. That's a sign. Remember, testosterone is what's building that muscle. Even in women, okay, we have that too. When I work out, when my husband works out, we both boosting the testosterone in our bodies. Okay, so make sure that you are paying attention to that. If you're losing the fat, and if you're building the fat and losing the muscle, that could totally be a sign. Okay, and sign 3, you're feeling tired, you're feeling lethargic, you're feeling like, oh, I just don't want to do what I used to want to do. Man, like I really used to want to, like, I don't know, become an investor, right? And I was just like, oh yes, I want to do this, and that's something that you actually wanted to do, and then you just don't anymore. You're just like, I just stick with my job when I'm doing. That could be a sign, that the testosterone is waning. Okay, all right. Are there any questions? Let me see let me make sure that I am not missing anything. All right. Okay, I don't think I'm missing anything. What was this? Okay, no. Okay, so what can you do if it's declined? And like, let's go over that a little bit, right? Let's go over little herbs. So I literally have a testosterone boosting blend, and I put in this blend mushrooms. Mushrooms are a big part of this blend. So lion's mane. Remember, I said the get up and roar type of thing that you have in your male body. Lion's mane is amazing for that. Cordyceps is great. I have that in my blend as well. Cordyceps has been used by Olympians, Chinese Olympians, to give you that get up and go. Okay. Black maca. I know you've heard of black maca. It's an adaptogen. It calms and relaxes you. It boosts your adrenal health, which is key to your testosterone balance. And beetroot. Oh, beetroot is amazing for boosting nitric oxide in your blood, so that your blood is just like really just flowing right. Okay, eat your beets too. If you don't like beets, I like beets, but I like pickle beets the most. But if you can steam them, you can even juice them. I juice beets all the time in my shorts videos, in my Instagram videos, TikToks. Y'all seen it before. Y'all seen it. And did I leave anything out? Oh, turkey tail. Oh my gosh, how could I forget turkey tail? Turkey tail is in this blend too. It helps to boost testosterone. It balances you amazingly. Turkey tail has been known to do almost like supernatural things in the body. I love turkey tail. There is, I don't have my book with me, but there is a book called Medicinal Mushrooms that will give you so much information about mushrooms and what they do, including these 3 mushrooms: lion's mane, turkey tail, and cordyceps that I have in this testosterone boosting blend. It is an amazing book. It has very detailed pictures and very detailed information about each one and how you can use it. So if I don't know who it's written by right now off the top of my head, but Medicinal Mushrooms, excellent book. It's very important for you to be like educated about these things, simply because you just never know when you'll need them, or like even like you never knew before that, oh, I can eat mushrooms, like regular bella mushrooms that we just typically find in food. But there's so many mushrooms that have so many different benefits. And the thing about mushrooms is that mushrooms are like, they feed the plants, so they are feeding the herbs that you are using. The typical herbs like the the flower herbs or the fruit herbs or the leaf herbs. They're feeding these particular plants. So whereas the herbs are powerful, mushrooms are powerful too, and they're like the food for them. So, anyways, yes, my testosterone boosting blend. I've had, this is one of my first blend was my blood flow tea, which is amazing for testosterone boosting as well. But my second blend was my testosterone boosting blend, and you can see all the reviews and stuff on my website. But this is has always been like a favorite when it comes to the men that buy my herbs. The everyone who buys my herbs, testosterone boosting blend is one of the favorites. Okay, so I don't know if I've been eating cacao beans every day. It also helps. Yes, cacao is amazing. Cacao is something that you can add in a smoothie. It is great for blood flow. It's great for blood flow, and it contains antioxidants to make sure. I'm sorry, y'all. You guys, can you close the door, please? Can you close the door, please? Close the door, please. Close the door, please. Okay, sorry, y'all. Antioxidants. They contain antioxidants that are amazing for your male health. So, anyways, yeah, cacao is great. Cacao is great. Oh, let me tell y'all. Let me share with y'all a couple of things. Let me see. I think I have. Oh, okay. Because I have. Okay, so I have this right here where I have a list of a few of people that did take the testosterone boosting blend. Oh, and this one, it was cool because he was real about it. He said, "Fantastic so far. It seems to be working, but it's still too early to tell." And I love that because that's real. Because you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with the herbs, okay? And you have to make sure that you are giving them time to work, and you're adding them to your body on in a consistent way, while you're taking care of your body, like drinking your water and eating your food and all that good stuff. Good healthy food. Okay. All right. I think we're pretty much good with everything. So let's wrap this on up, right? So if you are dealing with low testosterone, right? If you're dealing with low testosterone, make sure that you are incorporating your sleep. Remember, because you want to wake up with that morning wood, right? And make sure that you are incorporating healthy foods, that you are incorporating exercise, because exercise boosts testosterone, and keeping those stress levels low and all of that good stuff. Okay? So I'm going to wrap it up here for today's Testosterone Tuesday. And hopefully you guys didn't hear that much background noise. My kids in the other room. But make sure that you are just taking care of yourself. And if you need any herbs, or if you want any herbs to help boost your testosterone health, I'm going to actually put it here in the my link in the chat. Okay. And you can like check out the herbs. I have information. Can I put it on here? I think I can. Oh no, I can't see it. I have information. Okay, yeah, perfect. I have information on each herb on the website. So like if you swipe left on the photos, you'll see like more benefits that each of the herbs give to you. I also have information in the description of the like testosterone boosting blend, or my blood flow tea, or my primal surge blend. You can get it there. And then yeah, there's lots of information there, and there's also reviews, many more reviews. Even though I picked that one out, so I could just show you guys how it's important. Herbs work, but it's very important to stay consistent so that they do exactly what they need to do in your body. But yeah, yes. Herbs is not one size fits. It's a daily maintenance kind of thing in the long run. Your mouth, yes, it's a long term intentional thing. You know what I mean? Like it's very important to be intentional about incorporating herbs and getting that sleep, getting that healthy food, and doing all of these things. It's an intentional thing. So yeah. Okay, y'all. I'll wrap this up and I will see you guys in the next live. It'll probably be Saturday. And make sure that you guys come back on Tuesday so that we can continue. Oh, is there herb to promote better sleep? Okay, yeah, I answered this before. Yeah. I have valerian root and passion flower. Valerian root and passion flower together, so good. Okay, I don't even nothing ever works on me. Like, I'm not the type of person where something actually works on me, but valerian and passion flower, I created that as a blend. It's so good. It's in my sleep and relaxation blend, and it's so good. It doesn't get as much buzz because it doesn't go specifically for male health, but it's very key. Like, sleep is extremely important. So yes, valerian root, passion flower, so good. But okay, you guys, I will see you guys next Tuesday. We're going to talk about how testosterone is made, how it works in your body. So signs that it was low, and now next week, how does testosterone even work in your body and how's it created? So I'm so excited about that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.